Second base is probably the most shallow position in MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty. And today we're going to go through my top 10 favorite. Well, you know that this top 10 list is going to have a lot of secondary positions in comparison to our other ones, but I definitely learned with second base, there are not many primaries. But what do I want out of the ideal second baseman? I usually want a solid bat whenever I can get it, but of course I would love some speed, solid defense as well. Thing is, since there aren't that many options at second base, a good option may end up being just going for a contact type hitter. There seem to be a lot of players that excel at this position who hit for contact. But there are definitely going to be some fun players to talk about who got that big power here as well. As with every other top 10 list I've made so far, these are judged by my preferences and what I've liked so far out of second base. My favorite second baseman is likely different than yours, and that is perfectly okay. These are just the cards that I've done the best with, plus just like using the most. So let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this list? And let me know where you would do differently. First, we have to start off with our honorable mentions, and we're going to start off with 99 Brandon Crawford. This card is actually a very fun card from last year. He's bringing good defense, good splits versus righties, still pretty solid versus left. Just in general, I love Brandon Crawford's swing. The downside of this card is his slower speed, and he isn't that impressive versus left. But nonetheless, this is an underrated middle infield option if you have not tried him yet. He's a fun power bat. Next, I have 99 Mookie Betts. Some people would probably have him a lot higher, but for me, I like Mookie, but he's a little weaker versus righties. He does get some quirks to help him out in those righty splits, but nonetheless, I think there are other second basemen that bring better overall hitting than he does. So for me, he's just gonna stay as an honorable mention. And last but definitely not least, we have 99 Soriano as the last honorable mention. Kind of like Mookie Betts, but just flip the splits where he's better versus righties in comparison to lefties. But Soriano does bring a little bit better speed, and I actually have really liked this card. It's just there are other second basemen that I've liked. I haven't given this card enough of a go yet. But at number 10, I have none other than Kike Hernandez. This might be a little bit of a hot take, but this card's been incredible for me this year. High contact, good power, a lot like the Jimmy Rollins type hitter. And then 63 speed, it's a little low, but it's enough at second base where he's going to be a good enough defender. But I just like his bat a lot. Good contact type hitter. It's just nice to have a swing like his on your team. So for me, number 10 is a good spot for Kike Hernandez. At number 9, I have 99 Jeremy Pena from the postseason program. And it might seem a little bit low for him. Diamond defense, 99 speed, solid contact, good power. But I just found with Jeremy Pena, I haven't loved his swing. And he isn't enough for me to really love this card. He had been good for me, but not enough to really be a top second base option. But he does deserve to be a top 10. He has the attributes to be a top player in the game. So I'm going to put him right here at number 9. At number 8, I'm going to put 99 Corey Seager. And I think second base is probably his better position in comparison to shortstop because he is going to be a rough fielder. There's his slower speed. The bat is incredible. It's going to be top tier, plus the quirks. Me personally, I hadn't loved this Seager as much as I have in the past. He hasn't been that good of a hitter for me, so I haven't bothered using him too much. And when I have used him, he hasn't even been that successful. So I'm going to leave him right here at number 8 because I have found more success in the other second base options that we have. At number 7, yes, I have 99 Altuve, as much as it pains me to put him here. He's got good overall contact and power. He's got that type of swing animation like Eugenio Suarez, Adalberto Mondesi, Dansby Swanson. So he's got the good swing that a lot of people like. He's bringing good vision, which is underrated. But just a very well-rounded card, plus again gets quirks to really boost those attributes. So I like him over Corey Seager in terms of a hitter from what I've used of him so far. So I'm going to put Altuve right here at number 7. At number 6, I have probably my favorite finest card that isn't Pete Alonso. 99 Xander Bogert. Just a lot like Jimmy Rollins as a hitter, but he's got the ability to play second, of gold fielding there, just like he would at shortstop. But again, the quirks helped his card so much. He's definitely been one of my best hitters in the last month or so. Really good in all avenues. So second base is a great position to play him. So I'm going to put him right here at number 6. At number 5, I have the postseason Trey Turner. Great reverse splits. Pretty good versus left still, but 99 speed, 91 fielding off gold at second base. Again, the quirk god himself. He gets so many active quirks. Those attributes play significantly above those, and a lot of people like Trey Turner's swing. I found that this card is very good. Can't say I'm shocked by that. Nonetheless, Trey Turner is always a stud, especially at second base with the level of speed he brings. So I think number 5 is a great spot for him. At number 4, I have 99 Trevor Story. Maxed out contact and power versus left. 105, 110 versus right is still very good. Trevor Story is another player who has a swing people like. He does still maintain gold fielding at second base as well at the 99 speed. I put him up here because he's been incredible for me so far. Nearly an automatic home run at the dish. So I'm putting him at number 4, but he could arguably be my best second baseman with how he's been so far. At number 3, I have 99 Jose Ramirez. Switch hitting is incredible. You'll have gold fielding and 85 speed here. Incredible versus righties with 119 and 118 power and contact. Max vision is underrated. And again, a lot of quirks on this card. He's definitely going to be one of the better overall hitters at second base because of the switch hitting ability. And just in general, he's going to be good versus both sides, even though he's way better versus righties. So number 3, I think it's a pretty fair spot for this. At number 2, yes, I have Jorge Polanco, his card from last year. His best position is certainly second base because he's going to maintain gold fielding there. 74 speed is enough, but the hitting attributes are so good. Plus, Jorge Polanco is a favorite from people earlier on in the year. I don't know. I think this just comes down to the swing preference and the overall attributes. J-Ram is way better versus righties than left. Polanco's a little bit more well-rounded. But also, I feel like a lot of people like Jorge Polanco's swing more. So for me, I think I'm going to put this right here at number 2. He's been very good for me so far. And I think he's number 2 on second base. The man, the myth, the legend, Hank Aaron. He is still my personal number 1 second baseman. He's been one of my best hitters in the game for the last few months. Still very good splits versus righties, 119, 125. 116 and 116 versus left is also still very solid. It's to be a lot better than the other second base options we have. And I've personally loved Hank Aaron's swing. This might not be the case for everyone, but I think second base is probably his most valuable position. And since he's bringing this level of hitting plus speed and fielding to second base, I don't think the other guys bring enough to the table to compete with him for me personally. So he is my number 1 with how he's been, without a doubt. I know this list will probably stir some controversy based on how you guys feel, so let me know in the comments. How do you feel about my top 10 list? Do you agree, disagree? Which players did I miss? Because I was looking at the options. There were a lot more second base options than I remembered, but still, this position is a lot more shallow than, say, first base like we did the other day. But you all have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you all watching, and check out the other tier lists and top 10s that I've made so far, because we're going to be covering all 9 of the positions here. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all again on the next one. Deuces.